Okay, so we're going to do some regression with our graphing calculator. Regression is basically just a line of best fit. So you can do linear regression, quadratic regression, exponential regression. So you look at your data points and then you're looking for like what type of shape you're going to see. So these pink squares here are my data points. And so it looks like it's exponential. So then I find the model, and then this is the line, and this is actually our first example. So we find the line that fits that data the best. So these are all of the steps. You'll want to write those down, but I'm going to go ahead and show them to you on the graphing calculator. So I'm going to go down to example 5. So here's our graphing calculator, and let's make sure this is all in here. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to hit the stat button. Okay, so down here at the bottom it's going to show you what I'm pressing for each button that I press, so you can look there to make sure you can see it. So let's see here, make sure we move that. Okay, so we're going to stat and then edit. I'm going to clear that there. So we're going to hit enter. And if you have something in a list and you need to clear it out, you're going to highlight the list. So I'm going to go up here and highlight list 2, and I'm going to hit clear, enter, and it clears your whole list. Okay, so now we're in example 5. So we want to type in our lists. So the X is the year, and so we're going to type that into list 1. So we're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. And then I'm going to go over to list 2, and we're going to hit all of our Y's. 25, 36, 50, 67, 96. Okay, then our next step after we have our X and our Y's in the list, check over, make sure you didn't type in something wrong. And then you're going to hit stat. And then you're going to hit the arrow to the right to calc. And then we want to go to exponential regression, which is 0. So it's not on this screen, so you can go all the way down, or you can hit up and go that way. So exponential regression, and you're going to hit enter. Then we want to hit enter until we get down to calculate, and it's going to give us our exponential regression. So 8.4, we're going to round to 2 decimal places. So 8.46 is my A value, and B is 1.42. So if we go back to our example here, let's make sure you can see it. So you have your A and B, so you're going to plug those into our formula, and notice that it gave you that A, B to the X was the form. So you're going to put that in that form. Make sure you use the variables that were given to you. And then it says to predict the number of scooters sold in the 8th year. So the 8th year is X equals 8. So we plug that in, and it says 140 scooters. Something else I wanted you to know is that some examples are going to give you years. So instead of just saying in year 1, 2, 3, they may say like 1995, 1996. And then they'll define the variable to be the number of years since 1995. So you're never going to type in 1995, 1996 into your list. You're always going to do like a 1, 2, 3. So a number of years since some year. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind there. Okay, so then our next example is using the graphing calculator to find a power model. So you've got your X and Y. So I'm going to go back to my graphing calculator, but now we're going to look for a power model. So not the exponential regression. The steps are still the same, but you're going to hit power regression instead. Okay, so, oops, move that down a little bit. We're going to go back to Stat, Edit, and now we need to clear our list. We're going to go up, clear, enter, clear, enter, and we're going to type in our new list. So list, the X is 1.9, 2.92, 3.41, 5.35, and 8.40. And list 2 is 0.23, 1.04, 1.69, 6.76, and 16.03. Okay, then we want to hit Stat and go over to Calc. And then we want power regression, so you can arrow down or you can go up. A is power regression. You're going to hit enter. And it gives you y equals a x to the b. So that's the form that you're writing this in. And when we see a 0.0, when we round, so like if it was 0.0004423, we don't want to round to just 2 decimal places. We want to do any after the place setting 0. So this is, if it starts with zeros, we want to go 2 after that, or 3, or whatever it tells you to say in the problem. So we'll just do 2 for right now. So back to this one here. Whoops. Getting used to this. Okay, so use the graphing calculator to find our model. Here's our model. And then it says estimate the weight of a bird with a wingspan of 4.5 feet. So X is your wingspan. So you're plugging in X equals 4.5 into our model. And it's going to give you an approximate for the pounds. So that's what regression does, is it gives us a model for, like, there's some kind of correlation there, and then this one, it's a power model, so that we can find other values given this trend. So if it's 4.5, then that means that it's going to weigh about 3.3 pounds.